here. Wonderful to be back to making music live this year. I just have to say that it's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hearing all these performances across the district back live again. My name is Jared Cassidy. I know a lot of you know who I am. I'm the K-12 Performing Arts Coordinator for Lexington Public Schools. It is absolutely my pleasure to be here supporting music programs and all of our performing arts teachers across the district. I can't believe it's already April, actually. It's crazy. But what's even crazier is seriously how much these students behind me, as well as who you're going to see perform today, the students you're going to hear perform today, have made so much incredible progress over this year. You think about it, in the previous years with COVID, the impact of participation and things like that, a lot of school communities, unfortunately, were not able to sustain their music programs or unfortunately had to cut their programs. I know that other teachers feel the same way. So very fortunate to work in a district that truly supports this kind of education for the students and for just for who we are as a humanity, for humanity. So can we give a round of applause to all of you for supporting that? Definitely, it's been incredible. So tonight we have two wonderful things to celebrate. The first is something that I'm so honored to be a part of. We have a wonderful, wonderful flute concerto by George Hugh called Fantasy for Flute and Orchestra. Tonight's performer is one of our LHS Concerto competition winners. I've known this person for the past 7 years. I remember seeing her video audition for the Junior Massachusetts Youth Wind Ensemble at NEC 7 years ago, and to see her flourish and grow. She is now an outstanding musician, has become a fixture within our music program here in Lexington. She had the highest score on her flute this year for Massachusetts All-State. She is beautiful. She also performed with the Lexington Symphony last year as well. So without further ado, we're going to welcome, with a really warm welcome, to Marilyn Swinger playing George Hughes' Fantasy for Flute and Orchestra. We are just going to now take a short intermission to prepare for Sibelius 4. Thank you.
I'm going to make a plea. As a musician, I don't often micromanage experiences. Two things. Hey, John, are you up there? Could you please bring up the house lights just a little bit? Thank you. All right, that's one. Two is, if you're sitting under that lip, like if you're in the back third of the auditorium, if you're able to and willing to, could you please come forward? And I say that because I got the privilege of hearing a little bit of Marilyn's dress warm up. And let me tell you that what I heard sitting under that lip was an awful fraction of the amazing musicality that you can hear in front of the lip, thanks to our wonderful HVAC system, which we're very grateful for. Thank you, COVID. So we love ventilation, but we do not like the dreary din of all that noise. There are a couple of housekeeping things, and I hope some things to kind of help you on this musical journey. One is that I've asked our janitorial staff to leave that door propped open in the back. That's because an open door makes a lot less noise. This is a long piece of music. Sibelius' Second Symphony is about 45 minutes long. And if you're not accustomed to listening to unabridged classical works, especially live, it maybe has been a while since you've had to kind of be in a static place with your body. And so I want to invite you to move if you need to move. If you need to stand up, that's fine. Sibelius forgives you. I don't mind. Save your clapping until the whole end. That's the only thing that I'll ask you for. There are some multi-movement pieces where it's awesome to clap in between, just go for it. But Sibelius, the way that he orchestrates, each movement kind of fizzles and grows into the next one. And things that you maybe think are the end of the movement are probably not the end of the movement. There's probably more after that. So just wait until they look extremely tired on stage and you feel like they've given it everything, and then they give you a little bit more, then you know it's the end of the piece. When you feel like you two have been through a harrowing adventure and have risen to triumph at the end, when the tears are flowing freely, then you can stand up and clap. But before that, it's okay. So if you need to go to the bathroom, just pick a loud part when we're making a bunch of noise and slide out, and that's totally fine. Don't wait until we pause to come back in, because you'll miss so much amazing music. So again, some unusual rules. I actually deleted one of the housekeeping rules from the program that was like, don't enter. Enter and exit. Do what you like. Lastly, I made some pretty extensive program notes for this. I kind of wove together and sliced up and re-edited and rewrote a bunch of stuff about this piece. Because again, if you haven't been on a long classical journey, sometimes it helps to have some guideposts. This piece is epic, and it stands alone as a wild musical adventure. But if there's somebody that likes a little bit of focus, or you want kind of some pinpoints, some things to orient your ear towards, it's all there for you. It also includes some stuff that maybe you'll check out later, like a link to what my score looks like all scribbled on after a year of working with these guys. And also the unabridged 2 sources that I use to create those program notes. Even if you don't read music, you'll probably notice that there are some patterns that you can kind of check out. For instance, one of the themes for the first movement has one of Sibelius' hallmarks. Super long note, followed by a bunch of little short notes. Yeah, you'll hear it. You'll be like, that does sound like a super long note followed by a bunch of little short notes. There it is. And on the page, it looks like a big hollow note followed by a lot of blank ink. There you go. So you can kind of let the logic of the shapes guide you in terms of looking at those themes. I just really hope that you enjoyed the journey. I've also left some impressions of what other conductors or what other performers have said about various movements and stuff, so you're welcome to read the history. I'm going to ask that John leaves those lights up for our wonderful eyes, for those of you who don't have beautiful eyes like these guys on stage. So if you want to read, you can. If you want to check out the unabridged notes on your phone, you can. Don't do anything that makes others sound, but take care of your bodies and take care of yourselves, and really hope that you enjoy this journey. I didn't get a chance to talk to these guys completely before the concert, because there's never ever enough time, and I talk way too much. So you're going to hear me give them the talk that I would have given them had we had infinite warm-up time. So I'll address them and I'll come back and talk to you. There are a lot of notes. Some of you are about to play thousands of notes. Some of you are going to play dozens of notes. Some of you are going to wait 25 minutes and they're going to play 3 awesome notes. And the great thing about Sibelius is that it doesn't work without all of us. And those 3 awesome notes are just important as the thousands of notes that other people are playing. Sibelius has this hallmark of being really fragmented, really hard, and really delicate, and you can't do it alone. And I'm so grateful to do it together with you. There's no such thing as perfection with a piece like this. There's only the interpretation that we can give to this audience on this night. And so my favorite thing to say before our concert, these guys have heard it over and over again, now you guys get to hear it too, is please make art. Sibelius doesn't care about the notes that you leave behind or the shift that you miss and all that stuff. What we want to do is tell the really epic story that he put on the page. There aren't a lot of high schools in the country that would take on an unabridged work like this, and I'm so proud of you for all of the hours that have gone into this. So many hours, rehearsal, practice, listening, all of this stuff. Thank you. Have a wonderful performance. I hope for you that this is as transformative as it was for me the first time I played the symphony, and I hope for you that this is the first of many times that you get to encounter this work, and that it's different and beautiful every time. Okay? Have a wonderful time. And as always, would you think of one part, one piece, where you're gonna just enjoy the music? Just find that real estate on the page where you're like, this is my zone. I'm gonna come out on the page and I'm gonna make sure that I check it. In order to provide access to these guys, and also kind of divide the labor. You'll notice that some of the woodwinds are playing two of the movements, some of the woodwinds are playing the other two movements. Some of the brass players are playing two movements, vice versa. The others, they'll all be in it. We're all in it together. We're gonna start this journey and we're gonna finish this journey on stage. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I hope you learned something, I hope you feel something. We will see you on the other side of this very, very large street. you.